Sean left work early to surprise his wife, but when he walked through the door, he was greeted by the last thing he ever wanted to see. There she was, in the bedroom with another man, playing some kind of game. He didn't need to think twice. It had to be his boss. On his way in, he'd spotted his boss's belongings sitting right there on the table, not wanting to interrupt their fun. Sean bolted out of the house and sped off in his car. His mind was racing, unable to focus on anything. That's when a carjacker jumped in and demanded his wallet. But instead of fear, Sean felt a strange rush of excitement. This guy had no idea who he was messing with. John, the carjacker, barely had time to react before Sean locked the doors. At this point, Sean had nothing left to lose. Why would he be scared of some petty thief? He deliberately swerved toward oncoming traffic, jerking the wheel at the last second. He blew through intersections without slowing down, letting the car veer wildly toward the curb. John frantically pointed his gun at Sean, screaming at him to stop, but Sean only floored it harder, whipping around corners. After tearing through an intersection, he steered into a narrow alley and started ramming into everything in sight. When he spotted a truck parked in the middle of the road, he gunned it straight toward it, ready to end his miserable life right then and there. But at the last moment, the truck driver pulled away, and Sean's car shot past into the next street. Sean pulled out his wallet and asked John if he still wanted it, then chucked it right out the window. Next, he grabbed a can of pepper spray and blasted John square in the face. By the time John could barely pry his eyes open again, they were in the middle of nowhere. Staring at this cold, ruthless man behind the wheel, John came to a terrifying conclusion. This guy was a hitman, and he was about to be murdered and dumped in some remote field. John completely lost it. All he'd wanted was a little cash, and instead, he'd picked the one psychopath in the city. Sean ignored John's panic and kept driving until they reached a gas station. Once there, he handed the gun back to John and told him to get out. John was thrilled. He couldn't get out of that car fast enough.